Okay. Good morning or good afternoon if what time mo man to mapapanood. Okay, so today, I will be discussing the Module 4 which entitled Culture in Moral Behavior. And take note that this will be the last module in our prelim period. Okay? So here is the objectives for this module. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to articulate what culture means. Second, you'll be able to recognize and appreciate differences in moral behavior of different cultures. And lastly, you'll be able to define cultural relativism and evaluate its strengths and weakness in making moral decisions. So let's define culture. It is defined as a complex whole which includes knowledge, beliefs, arts, moral, law, customs, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of society. The totality of learned, social transmitted customs, knowledge, material objects, and behavior. The distinctive way of a life of people, whatever that might be. So, we tackled this culture in our previous discussion, which is from Module 1. So, we all know that having culture in a particular place is far different from the others that belong into different places wherein kailangan natin itong respetuhin dahil nga meron tayong pagkakaiba-iba. Okay? We all have differences regardless sa kung anong lugar or kung saang lugar ka bilang or belong or nabibilang. Okay? So, as what I've said last meeting, it is so important to learn and understand culture and even their tradition because people like to think that their culture is very clear and unquestionable to serve as a base for how they should act. This is because, people grow with their cultures. Okay? Kumbaga, lumaki na tayo sa ating mga kultura. Say for example, naniniwala tayo na ang ganitong gawain ay tama kasi nga 'di ba, yun na yung nakalakihan na natin. At yun na yung parang nakasanayan na natin. Yun na yung parang naging habit natin. So, we do this every single day. So, basically, iyon ang alam nating tama and that others need to respect it and same with them also. Kung ano yung kultura na meron sila, then therefore, we also need to respect that so that we can receive the same respect that we want. 'Di ba? So, hindi mo naman matatanggap or hindi mo naman makukuha yung respeto na gusto mo sa isang tao or sa ibang tao kung ikaw mismo is hindi mo yun ginagawa sa iba. Okay? So, sabi nga nila, respect begets respect. Okay? So, we have here the functions of culture. Here are some of the functions of culture which are significant in understanding our moral behavior. And the first one is culture provides identity to the people in the society. This is what separates communal groups from each other. They are known by their distinct traditions and beliefs that they hold dear. Okay, so again and again class, ito yung pagkakaroon natin ng differences from the others. So we as a Filipino, we have our own distinct traditions and beliefs. Same with the other people, regardless sa kung ano or kung saang lugar sila nabibilang. Let's say for example, here in Binalonan, right? So, if you belong here, then therefore, kung ano yung mga culture na ginagawa or nagiging habit na dito, obviously, yun din syempre ang makukuha or ma-adapt mo as you grow older. Next, culture mirrors the laws of the land. Laws in one society are born out of the norms which are the socially acceptable behavioral patterns in the community. So, in here class, bakit nga ba related ang culture sa laws? Okay? So, related po ang culture sa laws. This is because we do have the laws about marriage. We do have the laws about divorce. We do have the laws about women's rights, successions, and child custody. Diba? Those are some areas in which we can really say culture does influence the law. So, meaning to say, going against these laws ay pwede kang maparusahan regardless sa kung anong laws ang mava-violate mo. Okay? Third one. Culture unifies people in many ways that only those who belong in that society understand. It is always what the communal group invokes in matters of decisions, practices, and traditions. So, as you can see, class, culture really do find a way on how you'll be able to unite with the other people. It can bring you together in many ways. So, marami po tayong paraan. Let's say, for example, you are belong here in Binalonan. And then next, lilipat ka sa ibang lugar. For instance, let's say sa Manila. So, dun kayo mag-unite ng ibang relatives mo or close friends mo, ganyan. And then there, syempre, you will also adapt what culture they have. Kung ano yung culture na nakasanayan or kung anong kultura meron sila in that certain place. So, Therefore, may mga changes na magaganap between yung culture na nakasanayan mo dito sa Binalonan at sa culture na ma-adapt mo or makukuha mo sa Manila. Okay, so I hope you understand that. And then next, the last one, culture influences our concept of morality. Culture provides the rules of the games and the society through our cultural norms. So dito naman class, our culture does have an influence sa kung anong concept ng morality meron tayo. Okay, so just like what we have studied in our previous lesson, sa module 3, 'di ba? If you can still remember that, or if you kung napanood niyo yan, yung recorded discussion natin diyan. So, culture provides the rules of the games in the society through our cultural norms. It is between what is right and what is wrong. Meaning to say, kung ano nga ba yung acceptable norms in the society. So, basically, it tells us what to do. It dictates us what to do. Or kung ano yung gagawin natin. Kumbaga, prescriptive po siya. Okay? Next, culture relativism. It is the view that moral beliefs and practices vary with and depend on the human needs and social conditions of a particular culture. So that is according to Holmes 2007. This definition is entirely based on the premise that there can be universal oughts and that there is no culture that can be the basis of all that is good and true. So again, that is according to Holmes 2007. So just like what I've said, we do have our own culture. Okay? We have our own standards. So kaya sinabi dyan na there can be universal ought. Kumbaga, walang standards sa pangkalahatan. It depends on the world where you live in kung anong culture or kung saang bansa or lugar ka nabibilang, and that there is no culture that can be the basis of all that is good and true. Kasi nga, magkakaiba tayo ng culture. Kaya sinabi diyang universal ought. So, it's so important and vital na makita natin ang cultural differences natin. So, tayo pangalan ng mga Filipino, 'di ba? We all have differences here. We do have our own culture in different places. What more pa kayo sa ibang bansa, 'di ba? So, it is also important to consider and respect others people's culture and also their traditions na din. Kasi, I believe na kung alam mong magbigay ng respeto sa iba, then therefore, you'll be able to receive the same respect as what you are giving to the others. However, hindi ko po nilalahat. Okay? Kasi, there are some people pa rin talaga na they can show respect towards their fellow human beings. Kumbaga, ang gagaling nilang mag-criticize, ang gagaling nilang magbigay ng judgments based dun sa mga nakikita lang nila sa panlabas na anyo ng isang tao. So, that's true, right? Most especially sa ating mga Filipino. Nakakalungkot mang sabihin pero mismong kapwa mo pa Filipino ang usually nangihila or nangungutya sa'yo. But then class, that's the nature of being a Filipino. And that's the sad reality that we have. Okay? So next, cultural relativism then should be understood as a celebration and appreciation of cultural diversity, and that is according to Kellenberger 2011. So in here, ang ine-emphasize lang naman dito ni Kellenberger according sa cultural relativism is that it should have understood as a celebration and appreciation of cultural diversity. Again, different cultures have different standards. So, ibig sabihin po, we should appreciate and respect those people who have different cultures. Okay? Next, this diversity could be manifested in the way we dress, the way we talk to the elderly, and even in our beliefs in the supernatural. It is important to underscore as well as the important historical role of cultural relativism in encouraging cross-cultural understanding and contributing to an expansion of human freedom. And that is according to Brown 2008. Okay, so the way we dress. Okay, so tayo mga Filipino, malaki yung differences natin on how we dress up, 'di ba? How we talk to the elders and so much more. So, kung ikukumpara tayo sa iba, sabi nga nila, Filipino are very hospitable or known as very magalang, and also that is our difference to other nationalities kasi that is one of our culture, and actually madami pa. And as you can notice, madaming nababastos hindi dahil sa suot ng mga kababaihan, kundi dahil na-attract ang karamihan sa mga lalaki. Tapos sinasabi ng karamihan na walang mababastos kung maayos manamit ang babae. Pero usually kasi hindi rin naman sa babae ang sisi. Kasi 'di ba, kahit maayos ang suot mo, yung tipong nakapajama ka na at lahat-lahat, pagnanasaan ka pa rin nila, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila, kung bastos ka talaga. Okay? So, wala sa kasuotan yan. 'Di ba? Usually, nasa tao yan. Okay? So, take a look at this picture. Sabi sa first picture, nothing covered but a cruel male-dominated culture. And sa second picture, everything covered but their eyes, what a cruel male-dominated culture. So again, if we talk about cultural relativism, again, the bottom line here is respect. Kasi we are all different in many ways. We have our own different cultures, or we have different culture regardless in what place you belong to. Say for example, here in our screen, yung image na nakikita natin dito, it is between the Muslim women and the Western or Asians. So as you can see, they both have different tastes on how they like to dress up themselves, 'di ba? So dapat dala-dala natin sa sarili natin palagi yung respect kahit saan man tayo mapadpad kasi there is a lot of circumstances wherein nakaka-encounter po tayo ng iba't ibang tao. Said for instance, around Ordaneta, right? Ang daming student or enrollees doon from different school na galing pa from different places or nation, 'di ba? So sila syempre, iba yung culture nila sa culture na meron tayo dito sa bansa natin or sa in that certain place. So, the best thing to do or the best thing for them to do is mag-adjust sila kasi andito sila sa lugar natin or sa bansa natin, right? They need to adapt what culture do they have in that particular place na kinabibilangan nila ngayon. Okay? Next. We have the ethical relativism. Ethical relativism or moral relativism maintains that different societies and ages hold distinct systems of morality and that there is no objective and transcultural criteria for judging between these systems. Okay. So, it is all about the paniniwala. Okay? Again, it is all about the paniniwala ng mga tao or natin. So, ito yung mga instances wherein sa isang lugar, let's say, ang ganitong gawain ay tama, but when it comes to other society, mali yun. Mali yun para sa kanila kasi yun yung paniniwala nila. Doon nagkakaroon ng conflicts between those people na magkaibang paniniwala kasi nga, there are some of their beliefs na tama sa tingin nila pero mali naman sa iba. Okay? So, we don't judge people based dun sa culture or beliefs nila, but we do judge them based on who they are. Okay? Based sa kung sino sila as an individual. For example, walang karapatan ang mga Christian sa sabihing mali ang ginagawa ng mga Muslim because as what I've said, yun ang paniniwala nila and you can do anything. Okay? Next. So we have here the two forms of ethical relativism. The first one is personal or individual ethical relativism. So there is no objective standard of right and wrong inasmuch as the individual person is the basis of moral judgment. So any person has no right to say that others are correct or incorrect. Okay, for example, an ethical relativism may say, I have my own view and you have yours. Neither my view nor yours is better or more correct. Kumbaga, walang pakialamanan. Dito rin po syempre pumapasok yung respeto sa isa't isa kasi nga we have our own opinions and we have our own perspectives regarding on something, regarding on something and we need to respect that. Hindi yung i-judge mo ang isang tao based on sa opinion or based on sa point of view niya about something, about a certain situation. Okay? Next, social or cultural ethical relativism. So, ethical values and beliefs vary from society to society. The basis of moral judgment lies in these social or cultural views. No society's view is better than any other in a cultural sense. So, no society has the right to say that particular culture of a certain society is wrong. Okay? Said for example, say for example dito sa module na meron tayo, the ancient Indian practice of sati or suti, a practice of burning the wife alive in the funeral pyre of her deceased husband. So, walang right ang ibang society sa ganong practice or paniniwala nila in that particular place kasi yun yung nakasanayan nila at yun yung paniniwala nila na kinalakihan na nila wherein they need to burn the spouse of that person or kailangan nilang sunugin yung kanilang asawa. Okay? Kailangan nilang sunugin yung kanilang asawa sa mismong tabi ng namatay or namayapa niyang asawa. Again, class, we don't have the right to judge any other's paniniwala. Okay? And next, we have here the three possible reasons that support ethical relativism. The first one is diversity of moral values, presence of disagreement of on many ethical issues or even on basic moral values. The second one, moral uncertainty. There is a great difficulty in knowing what must be the morally right thing to do and to believe. The third one is situational differences. Situations and life of different people vary so much. So, we cannot attain objective truth. Hence, what is right or wrong for one may not be necessarily right or wrong for another kasi nga may kanya-kanya po tayong perspectives or meron po tayong kanya-kanyang pananaw. We have our own or we have differences most especially when it comes to our beliefs, traditions, and culture. Although, we can give our opinion to a certain belief, but then again, we don't have the right to judge or interfere kasi that is their own beliefs. That is their own paniniwala. Okay? Now, let's discuss the cultural relativism, its strengths and weaknesses. So, let's go first sa strengths. So, first, what is considered morally right and wrong should be judged based on cultural context. The second, cultural relativism is an answer to cultural annihilation. And the last one, cultural relativism promotes multiculturalism. Is the weaknesses. First one, cultural relativism might fall prey into the idea that universal standards do not exist. The second one, if universal standards do not exist, so does morality. And the third one, cultural relativism gives birth to ethical relativism, which veers away from the idea that there are objective moral standards. Okay. So, cultural tolerance. Cultural relativism should result to cultural tolerance in order to preserve the distinctiveness of people regardless of whichever context they come from. Okay. Cultural sensitivity. So, it is the key to cultural tolerance. It is being aware that culture differences and similarities between people exist without assigning them a value, positive or negative, better or worse, right or wrong. So next we have here this so what you so called cultural tolerance. Okay, so why do culture tolerance so important? Bakit nga po ba siya mahalaga? Okay, syempre, for us to avoid judgment, 'di ba? For us to avoid discrimination. So basically, cultural tolerance is highly encouraged. It would not mean that we are to compromise human life and all the universal rights associated. For example, having abortions, ganyan. So, what is the key in cultural tolerance? It is the cultural sensitivity. So, we need to be more sensitive in our surroundings, most especially kapag may mga nai-encounter po tayong ibang tao. We need to be more aware kung ano yung mga nasasabi natin kasi 'di ba, baka hindi natin alam, may mga nasasaktan na pala tayo sa mga nagagawa or nasasabi natin kahit pa sabihin nating small thing lang yan, ganyan, binibig deal nila. So, there are some instances kasi class wherein para sa'yo, small thing lang yun. Pero sa iba, malaki ang impact nun or big deal yun sa kanila. Remember, we are all different. 'Di ba? So, consider always the feelings of others instead of judging them. Yung tipong sasabihin yung small thing lang making it big or ang way mo naman masyado, sabihin mo ganun, masyado kang sensitive, ang KG mo naman ganito, ganyan. So, be considerate and be aware. Okay? Now, let's discuss the tips for improving your cultural sensitivity. The first one is exposure. The truth is no matter where you live, you are exposed to other cultures. Look for local festivals and events focused on other cultures. So, for you to be able to be aware or to be sensitive, you need to expose yourself to other culture. Or, you need to go to the other places and observe what culture do they have in that particular place that you wanted to visit. Para nang sa ganon, is maunawaan mo or maintindihan mo rin kung ano at kung bakit ganon yung culture na meron sila. Second, education. Understanding the culture practices of others can make or break an interaction. So, of course, we need to be educated to understand yung mga cultural practices. We need to observe those kind of practices regardless sa kung anong place yan. Okay? We need to be educated by other cultures sa pamamagitan po ng pagbabasa natin through online, 'di ba? Marami tayong makikita or mahanap na mga article via Google if you wanted to learn, or better yet, understand the culture of other people. Or maybe in journal, ganyan, and even in sa mga blogs, or sa maraming ways maraming ways or on how we'll be able to appreciate and understand the differences of other people, of our fellow human being. Okay? Next, curiosity. Being culturally curious doesn't mean you have to sell everything and become a backpacker. So in here naman, class, syempre, marami pa tayong hindi nalalaman with regard sa mga ganitong bagay. So the best thing to do is to ask or research if possible. Kasi 'di ba mostly lahat naman na ng mga katanungan natin, ganyan, lahat ng mga kailangan natin or any queries is makikita natin or mahanap na natin siya through internet or through Google. So by that, with the help of any apps, or with the help of this technology that has informations, it helps us satisfy ourselves by asking kung ano man yung mga bagay-bagay na gusto nating malaman. Okay? And lastly, self-awareness. So, knowing more about your own culture is the most important part of developing culture sensitivity. So, in this last tip, you can't expect to truly understand someone else until you know yourself first. Okay? Dapat kilala mo muna ang iyong sarili. So, it is the most important, okay? It is so important na alam natin yan mismo. Alam natin kung ano ang culture meron tayo. Okay? So, those are the 4 tips in improving your cultural sensitivity. Next. So, basically, ito na po or dito na po nagtatapos ang ating discussion for this module, and let me just review this summary. Although diversity of cultures is heavily encouraged, this should be exclusive of customs and traditions which disrupt normal human functioning. There still are moral absolute which precedes cultural norms. On the other hand, as we become aware of moral standards, we need to carefully examine ourselves as well. Since we are all product of our own culture, our societal norms have always been the basis of our everyday decisions. However, we must be very cautious that our norms do not clash with universal values that cater to championing human life and dignity. Hence, it is crucial that we be reminded that cultural relativism should not in any way be used as an excuse to continue cultural practices which categorically impede, if not violate, human rights. So, as usual, let me just leave with this quote by Ruth Benedict. The crucial differences which distinguish human societies and human beings are not biological, they are cultural. And again, thank you for listening. I do hope so na talagang pinapanood nyo po ang mga recorded discussion natin, kasi kasama po ito sa ating prelim exam. So, ayun lang. Goodbye. Thank you.